what are they doing, Ibrahim? The chef for this round, and I have with me, and I want the judges to introduce themselves, the other judges in this round.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Adebowale Koka, and I'm going to be on panel for this round.
I suppose we have another judge apart from Koka. So if you are in here, kindly introduce yourself.
Felix, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Felix Kakanda. I'll be your judge in this room. Thank you.
All right, with that being said, on the motion, this House supports the amendment of the minimum age for university admission to 18 years and above. Would like the first speaker of proposition to begin this round. Before we start, can anyone share the timer for us?
Sure. I'll try to set up. I think there's an automatic timer on Zoom. I'll try to set that up now.
All right, thank you. All right, while the timer is being set, some ground rules. POIs are very important. Speakers should take note of time, and we should be cautious in this round. And let's have a good round.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Some stoppers said, and I quote, maturity is a high price to pay for growing up. End of quote. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this debate. Welcome from this side of the house of today's debate. The motion for today's debate is this House supports the minimum age of university admission to 18 years and above. We as to the proposition strongly believe that this is true. But before we go to our actual argumentation, let us define some important terms in this debate. We all believe that what is meant by amendment is a small change or improvement that is document, and if the smallest amount attainable or required. By admission is the act of accepting somebody into an institution. We are to the proposition have structured our case as follows. I am the first speaker. I, as the first speaker, will be talking about enhancement of the brain development, how it improves in life and career planning, and how it equips students to handle academic pressures or social complexities. And our second speaker will elaborate on the fact that it gives them opportunity to thrive at university, how it fosters a more inclusive and successful student body, without leaving the fact that it empowers students to give vulnerable life experiences. And our third speaker here today will tell us how it gives students the time to engage in craftsmanship, how it will enhance decision-making skills and impulse control, without even the reason why it can lead to better academic performance. Now, my argumentation. Today's debate tackles a crucial question. Should we invest in student maturity by raising the minimum age for university students to 18 years and above? Firstly, amending the minimum age of university students to 18 years and above help enhance brain development, because it gives students more time to be mature emotionally and mentally for facing the challenges of university or higher institution. According to some research suggests the brain, particularly the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and impulse control, develops significantly among the mid-20s. Amending the minimum age for university institution, we help students more mature and emotionally standard for the college life. Additionally, they will have more life experience to draw upon and richer discussion and deeper understanding in their coursework. Secondly, life and career planning is also a reason for advocating for a minimum age of 18 years and above. For example, spending a year or two before going to the university, we give students more time, like we encourage students and give them the opportunity to explore in various career options, and it will give them more valuable knowledge and better decision making for the future. By delaying university students to 18 years before they could enter, it will give students better understanding to successful career and academics. In addition, it reduces the rate of burnout and dropout by making sure the students are emotionally and socially fit for these challenges of university, or rather higher education. Subsequently, delaying university entry to 18 better equips students to handle academic pressures and social complexities, because by giving them more time to develop resilience, maturity, and coping skills, it will help them have a successful student body. Because at 18, students are generally more emotional and psychologically prepared to navigate the challenges of higher education, such as time management and peer relationships. By waiting for an extra year or two to give them more time to grow their emotions and socially, this extra time will help them handle the challenges of university life that cause university life, and build their confidence in making friends with more matured body. This experience can help students build confidence, independence, and impersonal skills, which are essential for thriving in university environments. In conclusion, what have I said? I've talked about how the raising of the minimum age of university to 18 years and above has really helped the brain development. It's by having the prefrontal cortex, it grows among the minimum age of 18, the mid-20s. So being mature, like when your brain is being matured, it will give us more confidence and produce a more successful and mature student body for this college life. And I've also talked about how it's helped in improving life and career planning. Because when you spend an extra year or two, choose your life and career planning, because you cannot just stay at home without planning for your university. So giving us an extra year before going to university, we help them and make better decision making for their future. And I've also talked about how it helps students thrive. I've also talked about how it helps students thrive in their university, like how we help them in their social and academic session. I'm very sure with this very point of mine, this motion must stand. Thank you.
All right, we thank that speaker for that fine speech. Welcome the first up speaker to start for the opposition side. I believe I'm audible.
Yes.
Good day, Mr. Chairman. Impartial panel of
sorry.
judges, accurate timekeeper.
Sorry for that. I need to start your timer before you start. So give me a few seconds to start that and give you a go ahead to start your speech. All right, go ahead and start your speech now.
Good day, Mr. Chairman. Impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my friends in argument, and my respective audience. Sitting before you is Johnson Praise Sharma, Bayelsa State. The topic before us this morning is, this House supports the amendment of the minimum age for university admission to 18 years and above. And today, we gather to deliberate on this crucial issue that shaped the landscape of higher education on the proposal to amend the minimum age for university admission to 18 years and above. This topic strikes the heart of educational policy, raising questions about readiness, maturity, and access to higher learning. As we delve into this debate, we must carefully consider the implications of imposing a strict age requirement for university admission. Join me as we go through this complex issue, weighing the benefits and drawbacks of setting a minimum age for university entry. Before I proceed, it is pertinent to x-ray two key points, that is 18 years and university. Who is a person of 18 years? And 18 years is typically a young adult who is at the age of legal adulthood in many countries. A university is an institution of higher education and research that grants academic degrees in various subjects. Now I'll proceed. Imposing a strict age requirement could prevent talented individuals from pursuing higher education opportunities. Why did I say so? Most students finish their secondary school education at the age of 14 or 15, and they are being forced to wait up to 18 years. That is about 3 to 4 years at home. Most of these students intend to go for courses of 6 to 5 years, but because of this law being imposed on us, they go for courses of 3 to 4 years, making them to derail away from their dream courses. Even when they go for these courses, they tend to get admission late, and also ASU strike may set in. For instance, the ASU strike of a few months back, it claimed the lives of so many who committed suicide. It claimed the lives of so many who committed suicide for staying at home for just a few months. What then do you expect of these students who are told to stay at home for about 3 to 4 years? I leave that for my opponents to answer. Most importantly, these students need to go to university. If they are ready for university, they should be allowed and they should not be delayed. If not, it will hinder their progress. Now, furthermore, increasing the minimum age for university admission could limit opportunities for gifted or talented students. For example, in some fields like music, art, or athletics, they require early specialization and university admission. Let us look at our athletes, our actors and our actresses, our musicians. How old were they when they started displaying their talent? You can see Regina Daniel. She started her career at the age of 9. You see Osita Iheme. He started his acting career at the age of 16. What about our musicians who started? Wizkid and Tiwa Savage started at the age of 11 and 16 respectively. How about our athletes, Usain Bolt? He started his career at the age of 15 years. And Pele, who joined the Brazilian national team at the age of 15 and started and won the World Cup at the age of 17 years. So we have seen that allowing our students to go and show their talent, allowing our gifted and talented students to go on and bring out these talents will help them achieve their goals early enough in life. Moreover, age is not the sole indicator of academic readiness or capability. Most students, demonstrate advanced academic skills, and setting the strict age requirements could limit their opportunities for higher education. For example, a prodigy, his name was Blaise Pascal. He invented the Pascaline, a mechanical calculator, at the age of 17 years. So you can imagine his parents would have told him to wait up to 18 years before inventing that calculator. Now, in the aspect of education, we can see Ruth Lawrence. How old was she when she entered university? She was 10 years and she earned her PhD at the age of 18 years, a PhD in mathematics. So we can see she was just a little girl, but because of her advanced knowledge, she was able to acquire this education. She was able to acquire this PhD in mathematics. Moreover, my opponents will be planning to enter the university at the age of 18. Meanwhile, their mates would have acquired PhD. If these people had waited till 18 years, they would have missed a lot of opportunities and they would not have been able to attain this height which they have attained now. So with this, I feel there is no need for the amendment of the minimum age for university admission to 18 years and above. Moreover, nobody knows when he or she will die. So why wait up to 18 years before entering the university? I will leave that for my opponent to answer. In wrapping up, it is evident that composing a strict age requirement could inadvertently hinder the educational journeys of motivated and capable students who are ready for university at a higher age. Most importantly, these students should not be forced to stop university education. Instead, they should continue. They should give them time because they have higher level at their front. Now, let's look at this. Some university students are leaders of different court groups. Most of these university students are 18 years. They feel that they are now on their own, they're adults. They no longer obey their parents or respect their parents, no longer listen to the advice their parents give to them. But these young ones have the advantage of listening to their parents' advice. They still have the advantage of doing what their parents tell them to do. Most of these young people now, it's the adult ones who are in the courts now. They're the ones who are the leaders of the courts, of course. They are the ones of 18 years and above. Now, by maintaining flexibility admission criteria, we must accommodate the diverse needs and aspirations of imposing a strict age requirement for university admission. Well, with these few points of mine, I strongly believe I've been able to convince you beyond reasonable doubt that there is no need for the amendment of the minimum age for university admission to 18 years and above. Thank you.
All right, we thank that speaker for that fine speech. And I need to remind you that POIs are very important. Take POIs, receive POIs. So with that being said, I'll call the second speaker of the proposition to continue the props case.
Is it done?
All right. I think I need to restate this in case you missed out this on the the guide and every other thing that's been sent, you have 8 minutes to speak as speakers before the reply species. Do you get that? So I have a manual timer here with me, and I think I've been unable to do the Zoom timer stuff. So you should have a manual timer on your side to be able to take the to be able to take to be able to keep track of your time. So with that being said, I think we can proceed to the second speaker of prop.
All protocol duly observed. My name is Ali Tungbo. This house is here to support the amendment of minimum age of university admission to 18 years and above. If the minimum age for university admission is amended to 18 years and above, there is no doubt that students who spend extra years at home before gaining admission into the university after secondary education will be more fit, matured, and have ideas on how to cope in the university than those who are immediately pushed into the university after secondary education. Students of 17 and above are still teenagers and cannot cope with the brutality of universities, most especially Nigerian universities. Students of 17 and above, they will not be able to make good decisions and will make expensive mistakes. Examples are joining a cult group, bad choice of friends, girlfriends, and even boyfriends, etc. etc. In addition, immature students under the age of 17 below are more likely to lavish their money on stupid things, while mature students of 18 above will want to save, invest, or take part in monthly or weekly contributions known to us as a job. A student of 18 without guide is more fit to travel. A student of 18 and above is more fit to travel long distances than a student of 17 below. Imagine a student staying in Lagos State, wanting to go to the University of Benin by himself. Which same parents will be at ease letting a teenager go from one state to another? And if you think about the parents taking them, it is actually stressing the parents and a waste of money, which adds to our points and reasons why there should be a limit to the age of university admissions. And most entry-level jobs have an age limit of 25 to 26 years. So what's the fuss about? Universities are for adults and not for children. And don't rush children into adulthood, because these brilliant geniuses might not be able to face the challenges and problems of universities. Or do you want to start seeing children of 12 years old in the university? Or because I can't picture seeing a 12 years old child surviving in the brutality of universities, only if their parents bring them and take them on a daily basis, which is stress to the parents. And there is a Japanese saying, and I quote, "Sogaba maware," which means haste means waste. Secondly, if it gives them opportunity to thrive on their own. A student of 16 is less experienced than a student of 18 who are adults, and no parent will be proud of or happy of feeding an adult. So they learn to cater for themselves through various means. And for students of 18 and above, especially the males who have girlfriends and want to seem man enough to provide for their girlfriends, they look for other means to gain extra cash, and they learn handiwork through their years of staying at home because they could not enter the university. And there's a saying, there's an anonymous saying, and I quote, the tree that grows slow produce the best fruits. Thank you. Right. So thank you. Thank you.
All right. We thank that speaker for that fine speech. I believe we are done with your speech, right? For the second proposition speaker. So we'll move straight to the second up speaker to continue the case for the opposition side.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my friends in argument, and my ever-listening audience. My name is Wokocha Daniel Chukwu, a bona fide student of Federal Science and Technical College, Tungbo, Bayelsa State. And the topic states that this House supports the amendment of university admission to 18 years and above, and which I am about to oppose. Before I proceed, it's imperative for me to define my key terms, which are 18 years, a person, and a tertiary institution. 18 years old person is a person that's attained the age of adulthood by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, while a tertiary institution is a place one goes to further his education or get degrees for his future ends. Examples of tertiary institutions are universities, colleges of education, polytechnics, and so on and so forth. You can see that with this definition, it was not stated that a university is for a particular age, a particular set of people above 18 years. It is set for people that are ready. A child who finished secondary is JAMB, his NECO, his NATEC to university. A child who comes out with good results, pass all his tests, and he's sound enough, has the willingness to go to university, the finances are there, then why wouldn't he be allowed to enter university? We see the Senegalese president, who was not long elected. You see what he's doing in Senegal. If he started university at the age of 18, and let me say he read political science, political arts, before he became governor, minister, he wouldn't have attained that age at such an early stage. But no, they started investing at an early age. You even see the country which we get independence from, the UK, who are far more developed than us. Even if we try, we may not be able to attain their feet in the next 5 years. Their minimum age for university admission is 16 years. Are their policymakers in education insane for them to do that? No. That brings us to talent. Some people have the talent to go forth, to do their education, and this age limit can act as a setback. We can all see the year 2022 when Faith Odusi, of age 15 years, a school in Lagos State there, she attained a feat. The first time a Nigerian is doing that, to win the global championship in mathematics. Now you want to tell me that such a child, you're going to tell him, oh, you have not attained such age, you cannot do such thing, you cannot do such thing. Then you cannot go to school. Sit down at home and do such. Even the normal ASU strike that is happening, you see people committing suicide, you see people doing things just because of ASU strike. Then tell somebody to sit at home for 3 good years. Imagine now she's 15 years, and now you say the benchmark for university admission is 18 years. 3 good years before such person or before the girl at 18 years. What do you expect her to do? Some of them who are willing, like I said, in academic readiness, you now expect them to go and do things, become touts, carry out social vices. My opponent also spoke of maturity. There's a philosopher, that was carried out in the University of Canada, which says that maturity is not determined by your with which you grow with. If you grow with people who are matured enough, people who are trained, then you're going to be mature even at such young age. You reason like adult. But if you grow with fools. If you grow with people who are not matured enough, you reason like them. So it's regardless of age. Regardless of age, you are not matured. There's no saying that says that it's until you reach 18 years, then you're matured enough to cater for yourself. We have seen people that are up to 18 years. They go to university, join courts. Some of them are the leaders. And then you tell me somebody that just finished secondary school cannot go to university. For what? Where is it written? We all know the popular saying of Aristotle. The moment you stop learning, the moment you start dying. People graduate. And when they're graduating, that time, they're still active. They want to learn more. They want to go to school. We see the prodigies we are celebrating today. We see how people are celebrating today. Do you think they started at the age of 19, 20? No. They started at an early age. The songs by Wizkid, like my team has earlier said. Do you think Ajimi started at the age of 19? Maybe you'll be enjoying his songs? No. But now, he's one of the Afro-pop stars in Africa. Do you think that that's what he said? No. So, I expect you that this amendment shouldn't take place. Coming to that, we see nowadays, we see jobs. Jobs take different variation. Now they're telling you from 18 years, from 18 years to 22 years. And imagine someone that studied neurosurgery. Imagine someone that studied doctor, you do doctor 6 years, 5 years, you do your housemanship, you do other things. Then you're not gonna start looking for jobs. And let me say the place you want to work in is now taking from 20 to 25. And you want to do a master's, a PhD before you graduate. Everything you can attain. Come to universities in Nigeria, even outside Nigeria. You see, during graduation, convocation, you see companies coming for them to get them. How do you think one can get all those things? How do you think one can graduate within such a period of time? If you say he's going to graduate he's going to enter a university at the age of 18. No, it's not possible. Long range courses that takes 4 years, 5 years. You know, I say, okay, I should wait till 18 years. Let me do all those courses before I do my PhD, before I do everything, before I attend a professor. You see other people out in developed countries, even in the countries to get independence from British. You will go there, we will go there and study. You see somebody of 22 years, 23 years, a lecturer, a professor. How did he do that? I don't think we should go on with this. I think the amendment shouldn't be carried out. I think this year I draw my curtains. With this viewpoint of mine, I've been able to clear your mind and clear the minds of Darcy Thomas that the amendment of the minimum age for university education is not to be supported. Thank you.
We thank that speaker for that fine speech. We welcome the next speaker, that is the third prop speaker, to continue the case for the proposition side. Do note that POIs are very important. Take POIs, receive POIs for engagement. All right, third prop speaker, you have the floor.
All protocol duly observed. My name is Oyame Prince. I'm the third speaker for today's proposition part. Before I proceed, I heard my friend in arguments mention some points. He said he believes that 18 years is about life experiences and not academic. She talked about the girl who graduated from the university at the age of 18 and entered university at 10 or so. We are talking about academics here, not life experiences. And there's a grammatical error from my friend in argument. He said bona fide, and I believe the right pronunciation is bona fide. not bona fide. Judges, please take note. And my friend in argument talk about the suicide from students in ASU, from the ASU strike. And I believe this is when craftsmanship comes in. As a good parent, you should make sure your child engages in craftsmanship. You shouldn't solely depend on your certificates. And my friend in argument has interpreted the saying that says, the moment you stop learning, you start dying. At that particular time, we should have a handwork. I don't think that saying is that adage is talking about only academics. In life, you should not just depend solely on your certificate. There's also a saying that goes, no knowledge is a waste. And you gave example of the president of Guinea as Ford, one for underage. Do you ever consider the havoc done in Nigeria by youthful exuberance of Dimeji, Bami, Bankole, and Patrick Ete, and many of their kind? Okay, so please, the grammatical errors, judges, please take notes. Now back to the argument. It gives students the time to engage in craftsmanship. I'll give an instance. If we are to leave secondary school at the age of 15 or 16, it gives us the time to engage in craftsmanship. Because currently in our country Nigeria, we have many people who are not using their certificates to earn a living for themselves. They have their own handworks that help them become big personalities. We have celebrities like Funke Akindele, who studied law in school, but currently practices the theater art profession. And there's a saying that a wise man once said, for you to become successful, you should have 7 to 8 businesses. In later life, we shouldn't only depend on our certificate alone. We should have a handwork that will assist us. And even in the university at the age of 18, when you have during that period of waiting at home for your admission, you should have engaged in 1 or 2 handworks that could help in assisting your parents. You don't fully depend on your parents during that period. You should be able to assist them in one way or the other. I have a French quote here. It says, La mère qui fabrique est studieuse, supérieure à celle qui seulement conçoit. And the translation is, the hand that creates is always superior to the one that only conceives. That is, you shouldn't just depend on what you have here. You should also apply your hands to develop yourself. It can also lead to better academic performance. Students who enter the university at age 18 will have a matured mindset that will give them the encouragement to do well academically. Meaning at that particular point, at the age of 18, we have better understanding of life, and that makes us more prone to more ideas, giving us the opportunity to accumulate more ideas and process a lot of things that are being spoken. Like, let me give an instance of a child in primary school. You don't expect a kindergarten student to understand what is being taught in primary 5. It isn't possible because of their level of mindset. You have to, like in life, while growing up, our mindset and our brain increases, which gives us the opportunity to learn more. It can provide continuity in education, allowing students to build upon the knowledge and skills they have developed in secondary school without an extended break. Within that time, like most of us in secondary school currently, we are underage students. You see a child of 10 years in just 3, and when you check their performance academically, it's not what we expect due to their age. Too much pushing, go to the next class, and you see that it affects them in later life. But during that period of 2 to 3 years while waiting for admission, it's a time for them to go back to those topics, those subjects they don't understand properly, to go through them and understand perfectly due to their advanced age and their advanced mindset. It's also enhanced decision-making skills and impulse control. Due to their age, their level of understanding will increase, enhancing them in making good decisions. Most of us, at the age of 15, 16, our parents still make decisions for us. And once you enter the university at the age of 15, 16, you are used to the fact that people make decisions for you. You don't give your own opinions concerning your own issues, which makes it very easy for you to get influenced by bad company or peer pressure to engage in bad attitudes or vices. Maturity is not having much knowledge. It's not about how much knowledge you gain, but how you apply what you have learned. So when we're talking about maturity, we shouldn't just talk about life experiences. And I think my friend's argument compared intelligence to maturity. I think they are different words. So, and so far, in conclusion, I have mentioned the way staying at home for about 2 to 3 years helps us give students time to engage in craftsmanship. It can lead to better academic performance. It enhances decision-making, and it provides continuity in education. And never forget the fact that no knowledge is a waste. So we should always try to engage in more handwork, not just our certificate. I'm not saying our certificate isn't important, but we should also have handwork that could add to our source of income. Thank you.
All right. We thank that speaker for that fine speech. We welcome the next speaker, that is the third up speaker, to continue the opposition's case. Yes, you have the floor.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, and my co-debaters. My name is Olatunjelo Abumi Precious. I'm a bona fide student of Federal Science and Technical College, Tungbo. All protocols duly observed. Before I proceed, my opponents say that bona fide is not the right word to use, but I disagree with them. I would like them to go and Google it and search for it. It is the right word to use. Bona fide is the right word to use. I would like you to consider my few points. Age is not a reliable indication for maturity. Most students are matured and reasonable and responsible at the age of 17, while some are not ready, responsible, and matured at the age of 18 and older. A research was done by the American Physiological Association that individual difference in lifestyle can affect maturity regardless of their age. Also, the minimum age of 18 was established in the 19th century and was not necessarily based on scientific and empirical evidence. Also, most countries have a lower minimum age that are admitted into the university, such as Germany, 16, Scotland, 16. One Miss Sussex was admitted into the university at the age of 16, and she was a chartered accountant at the age of 22. I think she didn't enter the university at such a tender age. Will she acquire such a position in life? No, she won't have, because to have this position, it takes many years to acquire the position of a chartered accountant. Also, my opponent might say that children are below the age of 18 are not emotionally stable and cannot withstand pressure. Okay, yes, they can see these children below the age of 18, they can withstand emotional pressure. They can, or can you tell me that it's in a research? No. If you can prove to me that it's in a research that a child under the age of 18 cannot withstand pressure, you cannot prove it for me. Also, my opponents might say that they can be influenced by cults, negatively, bad influence, and so on. But do you know that the people that influence them are the ones that are above the age of 18 and so on? Also, my opponents also say that they cannot manage their finance, they are not financially stable. You're very wrong. Yeah, they can manage their finances. How do I say? I can use the body school, for example. In a boarding school, these children that are in a boarding school, anytime that up from JS1 to SS3, they are all 18 years. They are not all 18 years. Some are just 10, some are 11, some are 12, some are 13, some are 14, some are even 15, some SS3 are 15 years. But they can manage their finances, their pocket money are given to them. Most of them, they use 100 naira per day. Some of them can manage their provision. They can use just one row in 2 weeks, one row of Milo in 3 weeks. Can you tell me such a person, when they go to the university, they cannot manage, they are not matured enough, they are well matured enough, they can manage most things, they are emotionally stable, they're socially stable, they can socialize. Most children, now tell me, is it when you are 18 and above that you listen to your parents? No, it's when you're younger, you listen to your parents, you take advice. And when these children listen to the advice of their parents, they take the advice of their parents. See, these children listen to everything their parents do. So tell me, when they get into the university, how would they not listen to their parents? They will take everything, they will not be influenced negatively. Also, children who enter the university at a younger age benefit from career opportunity, as most careers take people require age in these careers opportunities. Also, a research was done by the National Center of Statistics that children who enter the university at a younger age tend to have higher graduation rates and higher earning potential and higher GPAs in the past few years. Also, most industries such as technology, music, entrepreneurship, engineering, petroleum should require advanced skill and knowledge at a younger age, because most of this industry, because of their nature, they don't want people that are married, they don't want people that are old because of the circumstance. The job can be a full-time job, you won't have time for your family, you won't have time and so on. And by allowing our children to be in the university, allowing them to be in the university at a younger age can help prepare them for these industries. Also, research has made it so clear and obvious that most students are developed cognitively regardless of their age than others. So I hope with these few points of mine, I'll be able to convince you that the minimum age should not be amendment from 18 years and above. Thank you.
All right, we thank that speaker for that fine speech. We'll move to the reply speaker of the opposition. The reply speaker of the opposition would go now and complete and close the opposition's case.
I acknowledge my friend in arguments concerning the aspect of
excuse me. I meant the reply speaker of opposition, not the prop reply. Do you get that? The opposition reply would go first before the proposition reply. This is the WSDC format, and if you went through the guide and briefings very well, you would understand that the up reply would go before the prop reply. So let's have the up reply. It's a 4-minute speech.
Standing on the already established protocol, I wish to conclude what my team has said by saying that the amendment of the minimum age to 18 years and above shouldn't be supported or shouldn't be put into the constitution, due to the fact that some people are ready, some of them have long range course. Researchers has made it clear by what my team members already said, that researchers has made it clear that people who graduate at an early age or people who enter the university at an early age have higher rate of graduation with good results and GPs. But it's also showed it that most Nigerian students graduate from the secondary school at 15, 16, and now stopping them is like a setback or stopping them like a setback or hindrance to pursuing their academic. and their picture. So I think with these few points, I might of the concerning the amendment of the 18 years and above should be the benchmark for university admission. Thank you.
All right, we thank that speaker for that fine speech. And for closing for the opposition side, we would welcome the prop reply speaker to close for the government, for the proposition side, and first to end the debate.
Basically, I acknowledge my friend in argument talking about the life experience and not academics. The topic is talking about academics and not life experience. They can be mature truths to their family background and not to their academics background, because they can be from poor homes and learn how to thrive, but it's different from the academic background because they won't be able to survive in the brutalities of universities, especially in Nigeria. You talked about them in the age group of 13 and 15, and that is when the case of bullying comes in. When you are 10 years old and your mates are 15 years old, why wouldn't they bully you? They have seen the opportunity to bully you. You have given them chance to bully you, and they'll bully you. That is it. And I overheard my friend in arguments saying they listen to their parents. And how are you sure that it is not that same parents that are forcing them, pressurizing them to go to the university at such tender ages? And you also said chartered accountant, and a lady became a chartered accountant at a very young age. These chartered accountants, engineers, and doctors of underage ones destroying the country till now. Statistics has it that our youth are more corrupt economically, socially, and politically than the aging population. And we have been we have been able to establish the fact that limiting the age of university admission to 18 years and above can enhance, it enhances the brain development, improve life and careers planning, equip students to handle academic pressure, fosters a more matured and successful student body. It gives them opportunity to thrive in the universities, gives students time to engage in craftsmanship and handiwork. It can lead to good academic performance. It enhances decision-making and impulse control. And this decision must stand. I rest my case. Thank you.
Yes, we thank that speaker for that fine speech and for closing for the proposition side and the entire debate. So I'd like to ask if any of the outcome, if anyone is here, to know if we are to leave the room for the speakers to make the deliberation, or would have to go to a separate channel to deliberate.